Geek Solutions is a company based out of Malaysia. They sell worker safety equipment like helmets, vests, and gloves. These are simple yet vital equipment used on site. Recently, with a surge of orders and inquiries, their company is flourishing. Their team is busier than ever. But if you look closely, there are still many underlying issues. The majority of the work is still done the old-fashioned way that involves a lot of emailing back and forth. And spreadsheets have become the new norm, with people constantly opening them and trying to keep tabs on their part. This has resulted in the company growing, but the way they were working at times felt like it was hindering the company rather than helping it advance.
Kareem, why do we have problems with orders almost every single day?
Because everything is done manually. Emails, Excel sheets, and nothing is connected.
Fine, then how much stock do we have at the moment?
I honestly have no idea. You'll have to go to the warehouse and take a look. As for production planning, it's all in one big Excel document that only one person understands. If that person is unavailable, everything comes to a halt.
Everything is slow and uncertain. All work is reliant on people and not systems. Because of this, the company has decided to take the next step and incorporate an ERP system.
So what exactly does this system do?
It looks at historical sales and gives us a more accurate picture of demand in the future.
So we are not really just making random estimates.
The true demand has grown by 34%.
So all these orders, what's the process now?
The system catalogs all the orders and projects the needs.
And
Stock has 500 helmets. Demand is 2,000, so we have to make 1,500 more.
all of that was manual calculations, right?
The system did that.
Production planning is apparent.
500 helmets per week for the next 3 weeks.
What if machines can't do that?
The system has capacity checks that requires us to do some level of staff planning.
What about raw materials?
System calculated short on plastics and paint.
So now we need to place an order.
No, it's done.
What is left for us?
The system has the factory operating efficiently.
The system is working.
It is empowered by the system and the connectivity.
So we are done.
The production is done. The shipment is sent.
The invoice.
The invoice is sent and payment is received.
That is some excellent improvement. Before ERP, it was long with waiting orders and unclear stock. Production was dependent on a single person. Materials were ordered late, which left customers waiting with no answers. Everything goes a lot quicker. Stock is visible to all. Production is based on actual facts. Materials are ordered before shortages. Customers receive their orders on time, without the usual delays. I honestly don't know how we operated before this.
I do not either.
To some extent, Geek Solutions was not a terrible company. It was just disoriented. There was a lot of work, and orders were being placed, but everything felt much more difficult than it should have. There was some level of resistance, although not in a negative way. People were working and doing their best given that they did not see the entire picture. Information was out of control, and the lack of control led to extreme delay in decision-making. It was common to have a small mistake result in a larger issue that affected the entire company. It was all about emails and spreadsheets. They worked this way without any modifications. Over time, it became evident this way was slow and frustrating. Stress levels increased. With the implementation of the ERP system, the situation began to improve. It was not just a system, but a new way of doing things. There were not just links, everything was connected. Info was not gathered, it was always available. Decisions could be made and plans improved as the company operated on a whole. Instead of honed in on fixing interdependent errors, they were proactive, and tasks that took days became minutes, and one person did not determine the work. The company operated as a system, and most importantly, employees were more relaxed. When understanding what was going on, it became easier to complete tasks. That is the difference with confidence. We can say that the ERP changed the work, but it also changed the emotions they felt about the work.
This is what chaos looks like in a factory. Emails going unanswered. Spreadsheets that don't match. Orders getting missed. Production falling behind. But watch what happens when everything connects. It starts with forecasting. The system learns from your past sales. Customer orders flow in automatically. No more chasing emails. Production gets scheduled instantly. Materials ordered without lifting a finger. Workers on the floor see exactly what to build, when to build it. Inventory updates in real time. Every helmet, vest, and glove tracked. Delivery and invoicing done automatically. Before, slow, manual, disconnected. After, fast, automated, seamless. This is Geek Solutions. This is how modern manufacturing works.